As this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Off the play fake. Nicholson flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, Evans. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
His 49-yard
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The ball carrier. Cameron Jordan made the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
21-0 our score after 1.
The score, Jaguars 21. Titans nothing.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Darrynton Evans, the running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30.
Down at the 28.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Evans. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Nicholson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
The play lost a yard.
Here's Henry.
3rd and goal.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Watch the screen. 54's mark.
Now a handoff working right. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he'll let this one go deep for... And that's caught inside the 35.
I'm only going to be able to carry it so far.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the route is on here in this first half. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Pass.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw on 2nd down. Nicholson. Henry's got it. Out on the left side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the screen, this is Evans. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Nicholson. Over the middle to Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. It's just me and you.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All day, defense. All day. All day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 180. Here we go. Here we go. There we go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he'll let this one. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Hey, alert! Switch! 2!
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
No good.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
A quick throw out to Lockett. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
It brings up 3rd down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Evans. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Ball carrier. Josh Allen on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So the false start will back them up 5. So that'll back them up 5. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
From the gun, Nicholson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Yeah, baby.
He will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 47-yard line.
A toss left. Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
The 41-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Nicholson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
At their own 14-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
White.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards left on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can...
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
Do what we do.
Picked up by Dean Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
He was tackled
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Jaguar 1st down.
12. Come on, baby. 21. Here we go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Play action. Garoppolo. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Nicholson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Lambo on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 49, Titans 15.
And Lambo now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. At 31 yards there and a first down.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
They'll run with Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Derrick Henry on the
tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Nicholson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Oh, yeah!
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
For Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
The tackle made by Miles Jack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 35-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, it's Evans. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 99, check 99.
This is Henry. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
46-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
6.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
56.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.